Why are we bothering with this? And there's probably 6 key reasons for it, I think, that we came up with this week, having sat around with our main players who are driving this forward. And probably one of them, or the first one, we've always had a sustainable approach to things with Britomart. Many of you, sorry, I probably should have said Britomart is an area downtown Auckland, 5.6 square hectares, quite a rundown area. In 2004, late 2004, we won the rights to redevelop it, and there's a mixture of old buildings, very old, 1885. In fact, you talked about buildings that aren't new and shiny. One of the buildings we're putting through the Green Star Performance Tool is 1885, which is from there forward. So it doesn't matter about the age, and they have been retrofitted, a lot of these buildings, with new modern technology, but leaving the old paintwork, because that's what people seem to like these days, is trendy stuff, grunge. Which makes fit-outs quite cheap, which is positive. So we've always sort of conscious or subconsciously had in the back of our minds, everything we do down there is sort of sustainability. It's quite a wide sort of word, and it means different things to different people. So I think we've sort of narrowed it down to 3 words: economical, environmental, and social. And so they're the words that to us, that's what sustainability means. So if you tick the box on one of those 3, we usually undertake our undertakings if we pass the acid test. So that was number 1, and so the Green Star Performance fitted that bill. So the next part is we had our processes, albeit not formally, and so the Green Star Performance Tool sort of set our thinking about more of a structured way of doing things, and how we do it, and how we collect information, and how we put it in a file. And so that was quite helpful. And then, of course, over time we'll be able to measure these buildings against others if there's other people take up the challenge. We have also been speaking to a lot of our lease partners, tenants who occupy the properties down there, and it's wide ranging there. We've got fabulous New Zealand designers to food and beverage to office. Some big players down there. In fact, I see Westpac was on there, who are one of the sponsors of Green Building Council, who are very active in this field. So we went out and talked to them and said, "What do you think? This is what we're up to. Are you interested?" And I'm pretty sure, I think we tried that about 4 years ago, and there's a bit of a dull. Oh no, that's a bit hard. But I don't know what's happened, but the tap's turned on, and there's been a real interest and commitment from a lot of the bigger companies and the smaller ones to be involved. And so we've had a couple of meetings with the bigger companies first. We thought we'd start with the larger companies, and then work down to the sort of the smaller owner-operators. And there's a real interest to be involved and reduce waste and be business efficient and jump on board. So it's quite encouraging, actually. And we've got a lot of these millennials in our business, in the Britomart business, the younger guys from level 1, and it's so easy to get them interested and involved, because it's a big chunky document, this Green Star Performance. It's about 300 and something pages, and I haven't read it all. I've only read the key parts, the easy bits first. We're going to do those, and then drive down from there. So that's another reason, that our business partners and tenants, wanting to be involved. Probably from the director level, as I said, didn't take much convincing, to be fair. I was more thinking selfishly from our side, geez, there's a lot of work for us to do here, but they committed, and they've signed off on a 3-year budget to deliver what we need to do to achieve the first part, which is the assessment, for 1 year. So our year is April to March, so this is year 1, we're into year 1. We're ticking off things. We've got this massive big calendar, and we've created a sustainable team within our organisation, which and you probably find this unbelievable, but some of the accountants who joined our team, I don't know whether you guys know about accountants, but they're usually fairly rigid thinking people. And sorry, I hope there's no, but they're on board and they're doing some splendid work helping us to achieve our our calendar and tick off those boxes. We've got our marketing people. They've even gone to the trouble of designing a new logo, which took about 3 months, but it's pretty cool. So we're going to put this logo on everything that we do, Green Star performance-wise, so it sort of brands what we're doing under this little brand. Our development teams, of course, we're all in-house down there, so we design, build and develop and manage thereafter. So it's important to bring the development guys along on the journey, so they're all fully committed. And facilities, of course, the guys who actually run the buildings thereafter. So we've got a reasonably small team down there, but they're fully engaged in this, and which is fantastic. Probably my soapbox now. I'll take this opportunity now they've got the audience. FMANZ, I happen to be one of the founding members who started this fine organisation, and I think FMANZ and the facilities managers in the room are well poised in a great position to take this thing forward. And it's not a sales pitch. I just think we're in a great position to drive this forward and take responsibility for this. And that's really why we're doing it. It's easier not to, but we are, because it's important.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks.
Brent.